Hello everyone, this is part 1 of What If Naruto Has the Golden Eyes. This story is made by Hyperguy, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
A man in his early teens snuck quietly down the hallway toward a room unknown to almost all of the Uchiha clan. The room was kept hidden because it held secrets about the entire clan, ranging from weaknesses to strengths. This room also held the secrets to the Mangekyo Sharingan, in which the person going to the room was currently researching. He has been researching this stage of the Sharingan for a few months and was growing quite attached to the idea of obtaining it. His name was Itachi Uchiha. Itachi was the prodigy of the Uchiha clan and was respected as a shinobi throughout the village hidden in the leaves, and he despised it. He didn't want to be the famed ninja everybody saw him as. Sure, he wanted to be a powerful shinobi, but being glorified for every mission he went on was just ridiculous. This brings us back to the reason he is researching the Mangekyo Sharingan. He has already unlocked the third stage of the Sharingan, but the feeling he has of not having completely finishing the process is driving him insane. So here he is sneaking back into the forbidden archives of the Uchiha clan in order to research all he can about his corrupted clan and the bloodline that goes with it. But this night proved to be a little different from the rest. Itachi silently slid down the hallway until he came to a halt. In front of him stood a large round door with several seals on it which, upon further investigation, were all connected to a single seal in the center of the door. Itachi, who has already been inside this room several times, did the proper hand seals and with a click the door opened up for him. Upon entering the room, Itachi quickly glanced around. He noticed nothing changed. No one set foot into the room since he was last there. In the front of the room there was a small desk with a single chair and an unlit candle on the desk. Looking up he saw the same 4 shelves that seemed to continue on forever. Itachi wanted to learn more about the history of the Sharingan, so he went and picked up several scrolls that pertained to the past of the so-called greatest doujutsu ever. He read for a good 5 hours before deciding it would be best for him to leave before someone caught him in there. When he put the scroll at the back of the room, something caught his eye. In the corner of the room, hidden behind some old scrolls, there was a golden scroll that glinted in the flickering light of the candle he was holding. Curious, he picked up the scroll in order to figure out why such a scroll would be hidden like that. After he read some of it, his eyes widened and his pulse dropped considerably. This is impossible, thought Itachi. XXXXX 5 days later. Today was just another grueling day for the third Hokage. He had a mound of paperwork to do and Naruto was next to him, asking the Hokage to take him out for ramen. A Hokage does not have time to take a ramen break every 30 minutes. Just then there was a sudden knock on the door. "Come in," ordered the third. An Anbu walked in, wearing his standard Anbu gear and a weasel mask that concealed his identity. "Hello Hokage-sama," he greeted bowing, glancing over to Naruto for a split second. "Hello, what do you need Anbu-san?" Of course the third already knew who it was. Naruto, however, didn't. "It is a very serious matter, which I have only recently come across, that needs to be voiced immediately." Raising an eyebrow, Sarutobi said, "Of course, Naruto, would you please leave us to discuss this privately?" Naruto smiled before getting up to leave. Naruto was saved by this particular Anbu countless times from angry mobs before, so he knew whatever the elite shinobi wanted to say was going to be of importance. "Hold on Naruto-kun, this involves you," said the Anbu. This got not only Naruto's, but the Hokage's attention immediately. They both wondered what could possibly concern Naruto that Itachi would bring up. "Look Naruto-kun, I'm going to reveal myself to you so you can better comprehend what is going on," Itachi said from under his mask. "Are you sure that is wise Anbu-san?" Sarutobi asked. "Yes Hokage-sama, I am sure," Itachi said, simply taking off his mask with his Sharingan activated. Naruto was awestruck by the revelation that an Uchiha was protecting him all this time. All of the Uchiha hated him more than the villagers themselves. They were usually the ones to start forming the mobs. This was truly amazing. "My name is Itachi Uchiha and I have been the one to look after you in your times of need, but even I know that I can't protect you all the time," Itachi said, not breaking eye contact with Naruto. Naruto looked down at the ground with a sad expression on his 7-year-old face. Itachi is telling the truth, but what is he getting at? Naruto questioned himself. Well, what I came here to tell you is that you possess the Sharingan, Itachi revealed with his expressionless face still set in place. Naruto's and Sarutobi's jaw almost fell to the floor upon hearing the ANBU statement. The only thought that went across their mind was, impossible. I know what I'm saying is rather unbelievable, but let me explain, Itachi said, taking their still shocked faces as the initiative to start. Glad I put that silence jutsu up while walking in, Itachi thought. We all know that Naruto's father is the fourth Hokage. They both nod their heads. Naruto figured it out by himself. Well, do you know who Naruto's mother was? They both shook their heads, indicating they didn't know. Her name was Uchiha. Naruto stood there, shocked from finding out the identity of his mother and by the fact that he has the Sharingan. The third recovered enough to ask, how did you come across this information? I did some digging and found out by accident, Itachi said flatly, glancing at Naruto every so often. So what do you purpose we do? Inquired the third. I wish to take Naruto-kun on a training trip in a few years, but until then let me train him in secret, so the village won't become curious of us, Itachi suggested. Naruto brightened up at the idea of training with an elite Anbu. Do as you wish because I want to see Naruto strong enough to be Hokage one day. The third exclaimed. Naruto visibly cringed at that but smiled nonetheless. Itachi saw this and decided to ask him about it later. You both are dismissed, the third stated. He had a lot to think about. Naruto walked out of the office with Itachi, each having different thoughts. These next few years are going to be hell, Naruto anticipated. I haven't even told him the most surprising secret about his Sharingan yet, thought Itachi, shaking his head while putting his mask back in place. Itachi and Naruto were walking out of the Hokage Tower from their meeting with the Hokage. Itachi knew Naruto had a lot to think about, but they still needed to train before Naruto joined the academy, and Itachi couldn't stand the thought of Naruto joining the academy as weak as he was. There was another thing Itachi has been meaning to ask Naruto but decided he would ask once they got to the training grounds. Once they entered the training ground, Itachi did a quick sweep of the area, checking for any chakra signatures around the area before finally popping the question. Naruto-kun, would you please take that annoying mask that you wear when you're in public, Itachi said simply. Naruto was not expecting the question. How did Itachi know? What are you talking about, Itachi? I'm not wearing a mask, Naruto said, putting on a fake smile. Itachi sighed. Look, Naruto-kun, I have been the one defending you when you were little, and that means in your house as well, so please take it off, Itachi said, still as emotionless as ever. Naruto stood there thinking for a couple of seconds, then said in a more intelligent manner, fine, but I'll only do it if you stop being so emotionless, Naruto said, surprising Itachi a little. Now it was Itachi's turn. Think, if for a split second, on the new offer until finally Itachi said, I guess that's fair since I'm going to be training you. I guess I could open up if only a little, but I will not do this when anyone else is around. I won't open up if any else is there, got it? Itachi said in a stern voice. I wouldn't have it any other way. So now that that is out of the way, what are going to start on? Naruto said a little more excitedly as it got more near the end of the sentence. Well, first, before we start with the Sharingan, we will need to get your basic abilities up first before we can get the Sharingan, Itachi said with a groan in the background, courteous of Naruto. I thought I might that reaction from you, but I would like to take a look at that seal. Keeping the QB sealed, Itachi said, moving toward Naruto. Surprising Itachi yet again, Naruto just shrugged and lifted his shirt up to reveal his stomach. How did Naruto figure out about QB already? Naruto-kun, how did you find about the QB? Itachi asked. Oh, that. He woke me up while I was sleeping in an alley after one of my more harsh beatings, Naruto said, looking at his stomach. Visibly Itachi cringed for being there to stop that one as well as many others that has been thrown Naruto's way. Is that so? Well, let me take the seal just to see how it works and learn a little more about, Itachi said, sticking his face up close to Naruto's stomach. It took maybe 30 minutes for Itachi to configure what was on Naruto's stomach, but finally realized what Naruto's father put on him. Naruto-kun, do you know what your father put on your stomach? Itachi said, his eyes a little wide from what he has just figured out. No, what did you learn? Naruto said, a little worried of what Itachi just figured out. The seal over time drains all of QB's chakra and adds it to your own, so over a course of maybe 1 year you will drain 10% of the demon's chakra, Itachi said, still a little awestruck at the design of such a masterpiece. Naruto was in no better position, as his jaw was slightly open. He was hating his father up until now. Wow, how the tables have turned. Wow, Naruto voiced at last. But I think there might be a downside this, Itachi said. What is that? Naruto said, curious. Well, while you are getting Kyuubi's chakra, his presence will start to go away. So, that means for incredible healing abilities will start to go away, Itachi said. Oh, well, I guess I will have to train until I won't need his healing abilities anymore, Naruto said with a smile, with a true smile Itachi hasn't seen since the last time he saved him. That's the way to think. First though, we'll have to start with basics, and that being training you body and chakra control, Itachi said with any evil glint in his eye. But Itachi, I'm horrible at chakra control, can't I just not do genjutsu? Naruto said with hope. Oh boy, did he just open up the gates of hell. Naruto, you are of the Uchiha blood now, and that means you must be a master at genjutsu. This also means since you are my student, I will train you until you're better than me and everybody else in the Uchiha clan combined. Do you got that? Itachi yelled. Naruto was scared. He has never seen Itachi mad before. He has always been emotionless or nice to him up until now. Yes, Itachi sensei. I will make you proud. Much better. Also note that you cannot under any circumstances tell anybody that you are of Uchiha blood or that I'm teaching you. Can I trust you? Itachi said, finally calm from his outburst. Yes, sensei. You can count on me. Alright, let's begin your training tomorrow here at 6 o'clock sharp. I'll see you then, Naruto-kun. Oh, yeah, one more thing, we are going shopping for new cloths for you soon, Itachi said and disappeared in a swirl of leaves. He will have to teach me that when my chakra control is up to speed, Naruto grumbled as walked back to his apartment. XXXXX the next day. Naruto arrived at the training ground at 6 o'clock sharp just like Itachi told him to be, but there was a problem. Where was Itachi? Naruto walked into the center of the field and felt a strange feeling. Something was off until he heard a whistling sound of a kunai coming straight for him. Relying on instinct, Naruto slid around in a circle, catching it in the process and coming to a stop with the kunai held backwards in his hand. Naruto was ready for the intruder to at him for another assault until suddenly he felt a sharp metal against his neck. Very well played for a 7-year-old, but don't get overconfident or it might be the end of you, Itachi said as he lowered his kunai as well as Naruto. Do not ever underestimate an opponent no matter how powerful you are. Always treat them as an equal and you surely win every engagement you are in. Thank you, Itachi sensei, and I will remember that, said Naruto with an excited look on his face. Alright, there are some things I would like to check out before we start, Itachi said as he pulled out a piece of paper and handed it to Naruto. Here, put some chakra into that piece of paper. Naruto examined it before shrugging and applied chakra into the piece of paper. What happened next astounded both parties. The piece of paper split down the middle, with one side crumpling with a reddish lighting around it and the other side burning up in a black flame, which quickly dispersed out of sight. Itachi stood there awestruck, although still in his emotionless state, looking at the paper. Naruto was surprised by the ordeal because the colors were different, but other than that he had no idea of the significance of the flame or the lightning. So he is quite abundant to the Amaterasu flame. But what is this discolored lighting? I'll have to research some more on this. I think I should Naruto along with me to read up on some of the Uchiha's legacy sometime. Very interesting. Well, let's start it on your basic training, which consists of physical training, chakra control, building up your chakra pathways, book smarts, and basic weapons training, Itachi said with an evil glint in his eye. This is not good, Naruto thought inwardly, crying on the next course of basic training. XXXXX 1 year later. It has been a year since the beginning of Naruto's basic training with Itachi, and he has improved greatly of the course of the year. Naruto's book smarts has went drastically because Itachi made him go through the entire Uchiha secret archives with him and read every scroll in the room, except for one. Naruto knows everything they learn in the academy and the Uchiha clan. He knows what chakra is and the effects on a single person as well as the human structure, giving him an added bonus while using his weapons. One of the more major points is that he learned what the Mangekyo Sharingan is and what needs to be done to achieve it, but on a side note that Itachi also wants to gain this as well. His weapon training is up to speed with Itachi's, which means that it is perfect. They both throw a 20-20 kunai throw. He has also the basics of almost every weapon known to ninja and some that aren't. His chakra control a pinpoint, so he able to learn the Shushin no Jutsu but hasn't because that comes in his next set of training. He has lean tree walking and water walking. He seems to be a natural in genjutsu. His physical training and the build-up of his pathways are intertwined in because the more he builds up the muscles, the more his pathways build up along with it. Itachi shaped Naruto's body to be lean but still muscular to hold his own. Itachi want to make Naruto's body into a perfect genjutsu uses body that is quick, stealthy, and deadly. Itachi has been training as well in all the same areas but with the addition of his Sharingan training as well. It seems though that Naruto is a fast learner even without the activation of his Sharingan. Although Naruto is not up to his level yet, he's still a force to reckon with. Now the time has finally come for his advanced training. Wow, I can't believe it's been a year since we started basic training, Naruto said to Itachi while they sat under a tree at the training grounds. Yes, quite the remarkable feat we have gone, Itachi said. They have both improved greatly, they should be proud, but it's not over yet. Alright, it's time for the awakening of your Sharingan, but there is a surprise, said Itachi with a grin. What's the surprise and how am I going to activate the Sharingan if I have to go through a very stressful experience? Naruto exclaimed, excited that he finally gets to start on his Sharingan. You'll see, now look me in the eyes, Itachi said in a stern voice. Naruto complied and looked Itachi in the eyes only for his world to black. Itachi quickly put a silence jutsu on the area to shut out all noise that was to come. And not a moment too soon. Naruto began screaming to the high heavens, reliving his past when the mob actually got to him when Itachi was not on duty. Although this is not the Mangekyo Sharingan, it's still powerful enough to go through extreme stress. When the screaming subsided, Itachi released the jutsu and picked up Naruto and sat him against a tree for rest. It hurt Itachi that he had to do that, but it was the only way to activate Naruto's Sharingan, and since his was special, he has to through twice as much pain to obtain it. Naruto awoke from being knocked out to wake up to see Itachi leaning against the tree across from him look at him. Naruto knew the torture was going to happen, but he didn't expect it so suddenly. At least it was over with, but why was Itachi smiling at him like that? Why are you looking at me like that? Naruto voiced his curiosity. Remember when your Sharingan was special? Naruto nodded for his response. Well, look at this mirror, Itachi said, still grinning like a madman. Naruto grabbed the mirror and looked at his eyes. He dropped it almost immediately because what he saw was incredible. Why did he have a golden Sharingan with 3 tomos? Itachi, what the hell is wrong with my Sharingan and why do I have 3 tomos when I'm only supposed to have 1? Naruto exclaimed, still a little awestruck from the previous events. Well, in regard to having 3 tomos is because you have been abused your entire early life. The stress of that must have been building up on the inside, and when you got your Sharingan it leveled it up to 3, Itachi said, knowing something like this was going to happen. You still haven't explained why I have an golden Sharingan, Naruto grumbled as he tests out his new dojutsu. Well, this is going to take a while to explain because there's so many other things that go along with your Sharingan that the rest of us Uchihas don't have, Itachi said as he got himself comfortable on the ground and Naruto mimicking this action. Alright, first off is why your Sharingan is golden and why every other Uchiha's is crimson red, Itachi began. Your Sharingan is just like the alpha dog in the Inuzuka clan. Your Sharingan was made to lead the Uchihas to peace and prosperity, but since we all know that the others in our clan are all stuck-up bastards, that they will believe the demon spawn could do such a thing. But that is why yours is the way it is. Naruto nodded in understanding. He was supposed to help the Uchiha clan, but they all hate them anyway, so it's no use trying. Second up are the differences between my Sharingan and yours. Besides the color, your Sharingan can obtain the Mangekyo Sharingan a second way, Itachi explained. Naruto raised an eyebrow in question. You can obtain the Mangekyo Sharingan by killing 100 people. Once you achieve this, it unlocks the availability of going on to the 4th and 5th level of the Golden Sharingan. In achieving these next 2 levels, it will allow you to stop time itself, because once you hit the 4th level, can stop time from anywhere from normal time to half the time. From the level 5 stage, you can stop it from anywhere from normal time to completely stopping time itself, Itachi said with a dumbstruck Naruto in front of him, thus saying, with this power you are short one of being a god. Naruto sat there dumbfounded at what he just heard. Have the power of a god. Wait a minute, there has to be a catch to all this. There is no such thing as free power. What's the catch? Naruto asked. Itachi grinned, knowing Naruto would catch the backside of this whole ordeal. You know, turning on your Sharingan to the normal stage, it will naturally go to the normal 3-tomo Sharingan, and using it puts no stress on your eyes. When you turn on Mangekyo Sharingan, it put more strain on your eyes only when you use it. Having on and not using it will not put strain your eyes. This is where it gets tricky. The only way to go into level 4 and 5 is to be in the Mangekyo Sharingan, which puts more strain as it goes up in the level. So say you have obtained the 5th level. The only way to get to it is to turn on your Sharingan, then turn on the Mangekyo Sharingan, which will automatically shoot you to level 5 of your Sharingan. Note that you can still have your 5th level Mangekyo Sharingan on and only use it to predict movements, and it will not put any strain on your eyes, but using anything in the 5th level will overpower every Sharingan related attack, thus straining your eyes extremely. Stopping time is very hard, and using it for a longer than needed time will make you go blind. I know that is a lot to take in, but do you have any questions? Itachi said, a bit out of breath from the long explanation. Naruto took a second before racking his brain for something he might have missed before asking, so I can stop time for as long as I want until the strain on my eyes becomes too unbearable. Itachi just nodded to his question. Alright, and how do I obtain the last 2 levels? Naruto asked. You will have to kill 5 people with your newly obtained Mangekyo Sharingan, and then 25 after that with the Mangekyo Sharingan level 4, Itachi explained. Sounds simple enough, Naruto thought to himself. The last thing is combing your Sharingan with some of your element attacks, Itachi said, gaining an eyebrow raise courteous of Naruto. The only way to do this is when you gain the Mangekyo Sharingan, because your golden Sharingan allows you pour some of the Amaterasu flame into a fire base attack, thus charging it up. Note though that it is not as powerful as using pure Amaterasu flames from your Sharingan, but it does make it more powerful. The name of the lightning combination that I think you can use purely just like the Amaterasu is called the Raijin. Much like the Amaterasu will not stop burning until a special jutsu is used, the Raijin will never stop shocking until a special jutsu is used or we bid it to stop. The never-ending burning and shocking only occurs when used in its pure form, but when combined with normal jutsu it will the flame and shock last a little longer than it's originally intended to. Also this will strain on your eyes, so try to control how much you put into it, Itachi said, a little out of breath again after the rather long explanation, but it was necessary for Naruto to know everything about it before flailing it around. Naruto again sat there in a thinking pose. Wow, think of all the opportunities that I could have hold of with all this, Naruto thought. The advantage the original Sharingan has over the golden Sharingan is that we cannot go up to the level you will be at, so we cannot blind ourselves as quickly. Also remember, Naruto-kun, even though you have all this power, do not underestimate an opponent, or he could still win even though you overpower him greatly, Itachi said in sensei mode. Of course Itachi-sensei, I live by that line nowadays, Naruto said, smiling at Itachi. Itachi was just glad to see Naruto smiling after this whole ordeal. Alright, it's time for advanced training, which consists of all the basic training, learning jutsus for your 3 elemental affinities, and largely on every aspect of the Sharingan, and maybe if you do good I'll get you some ramen after we're done, Itachi said, knowing this was going to be much easier with Naruto's Sharingan activated. Sure, Naruto can copy the jutsus, but Itachi wants him to master them all, not just copy them. Oh, boy, I'm ready to get started and get that ramen, Naruto said, getting up and walking into the center of the field. So begins Naruto's legendary Sharingan with the Sharingan master Itachi. XXXXX 2 years later. The last few years have been hell for both Itachi and Naruto. They both have been training until they couldn't move. Many times they just decided to sleep where they lay at the training grounds. They managed to keep their training meetings secret from everyone in Konoha. Itachi and Naruto even went as far as to keep all the stages of the Sharingan away from both the Uchiha clan and the Hokage himself. Naruto also got his first kill over the course of the 2 years when he killed a drunken villager that broke into his home, but surprisingly he didn't mind it at all. He started to be more like Itachi in public, cold, quiet, and emotionless, only opening up while only Itachi is around. The same goes for Itachi, he only opens up when only Naruto is around. Both gaining an unbreakable trust for each other. Naruto kept up his basic training, saying that it would help him with his advanced training. Itachi also insisted Naruto build stronger chakra coils around eyes, allowing more healing chakra to be absorbed into the eye area. Naruto has mastered almost all the jutsus Itachi has shown him but is still training in some of the more complicated ones. The speed that Naruto does his hand signs are starting to catch up to Itachi, but Naruto still has a ways to go before getting up to Itachi's level. Naruto's favorite jutsus are genjutsu because he seems to be a natural in that area. Itachi guessed awakening Naruto's Sharingan helped with the sway of his decision. The Sharingan training is probably Naruto's where Naruto's true ability is. He has learned when it is best to use the Sharingan and when it's better to not. Itachi thought that they would be the perfect Sharingan team because he has not met anybody that is able to learn as fast as Naruto has besides Itachi himself. So you are 10 years old, eh? Itachi said with a slight bit laughter in his voice. Yup, sure am. What's so funny? Naruto asked, curious. Well, you are going to have to join the academy soon and we will be very limited in your training, Itachi said. I'm already like John and rank anyways, why do I have to go to the academy? Naruto whined, asked. Because it's a great cover-up for your special training that you have with me, but that doesn't mean we will stop the training, Itachi said, slightly perking up Naruto. In fact, don't academy students start tomorrow? Great, well, as long as we still get to train I'm fine with it, Naruto grumbled. I'll see you tomorrow after class. Bye, Itachi said. He is going to kill me after asking him what I'm going to ask him. XXXXX next day. Naruto walked into the classroom with the Hokage talking to the teacher about why he was a year late but he will be joining this class for the remainder of this class. Naruto knew he had to make it look like he's stupid in this class, but what else could he do? When the Hokage was done speaking with the teacher, he turned around and said, "Good luck, Naruto, and fail me," before walking out. Naruto sighed and looked at the teacher. "Hello, my name is Iruka-sensei. Would you please state your name to the class, please?" the teacher politely asked. Well, he was one of the few people that asked him politely, so not. "Hello class, my name is Uzumaki Naruto," Naruto said, putting on his foxy grin. "More like Dobe of the year," someone said from the back of the room as all the fangirls and stupid people laughed at the stupid joke. It was none other than Sasuke Uchiha, the stuck-up brat of a brother of Itachi that he hated. Where does Itachi see the light in this kid? Hey, take that back, Naruto yelled, killing himself on the inside. Why does he have to act stupid? How about you make me? Sasuke growled from his seat. Iruka finally broke it up by saying, "Sit down, Naruto, in the back of the room, and please both of you shut up," he yelled. Naruto complied and went to the back of the room. He sat at the other end of the row away from Sasuke. Naruto took one last glance around the room to find very few people not glaring at him. Naruto slammed his head into the desk. These next few years are going to suck. It's another one of those days, Naruto thought as he entered the classroom. He looked up and found the entire classroom talking amongst themselves as he made his way to the back of the classroom. It has been a week since he joined the academy and he has made no friends. Sure, he thought about it, but he was so busy training with Itachi that he didn't have time, that and nobody in the class seemed to like him anyways. As he walked up the stairs to his seat, he looked amongst the soon-to-be ninja in the class that seemed to not completely hate his guts. First was one Shino Aburame. He seemed to show no emotion whatsoever, but also showed the look of understanding in his eyes that is not shared by many people in the class. Second was Shikamaru Nara. Even though he looked stupid and got bad grades, Naruto knew Shikamaru's brain was always moving and thinking on something, thus making a genius. He was just too lazy. Third was Choji Akamaiki. Naruto noticed that Shikamaru and Choji were best as they left the school grounds with each other almost every day. Choji seemed to be extremely caring to all close friends, which is a great trait to have since that is not seen in this village very much. Fourth was Hinata Hyuga. She was the shy type that was nice to everyone she was around except when he waked around her. She would just turn red then fall asleep. Am I really that boring? Thought Naruto as slid into his seat at the back of the class. Alright class, let's begin the class, Iruka said to the class, though seemed to not hear him. Will everyone shut up? Iruka yelled, as his head seemed to expand. The class became dead silent after that as everyone's thoughts were of how scary Iruka-sensei could be except for Naruto's. How did he do that jutsu without using hand signs? I'll have to ask Itachi-sensei about it this afternoon. Naruto thought as he began for a plentiful sleep as Iruka commenced on with the class, all the while wondering what to throw at Naruto next. XXXXX. The bell rang for lunch as everyone got up to go to lunch. Naruto walked down the stairs to the front of the class and stopped placing a staple on his desk as he kept walking toward the door. Nice throw, Iruka-sensei, Naruto called back over his shoulder, smiling. His relations with teacher have gotten tighter over the last few days. Iruka seemed to be a person you could to if you were need. Hopefully he would get to Iruka better of the course of the rest of the year. Thanks, I've training, Iruka yelled back, smiling as Naruto waved back over his shoulder. As Naruto walked out of the building and out onto the roof where he normally went to for lunch to get away from people, there are other people there. Shit, people have found the one quiet spot in the whole area. Well, better go searching for another spot, Naruto thought as he turned to leave, only to hear, all right, give me all your money. Naruto stopped and returned to his hiding spot next to the already open door. And don't give me the excuse that you don't have any because you three are in three of the most famous clans in the village, said the bigger one of the group of 5. Must be some bullies trying to get some quick cash, Naruto thought as he watched from his hiding spot. But we won't be able to eat tomorrow, Choji yelled. I don't care, give me the money, the leader yelled. No, Choji yelled as Shikamaru and Shino seemed to agree, but all three seemed scared. Well, let's hope your parents know first aid, the leader said, smiling evilly as he walked up to punch Choji in the face. Choji squeezed his eyes shut. He awaited the pain to smash into his face, but it never came. Choji slowly opened his eyes to find a hand twitching in pain in front of his face and a hand held tightly onto the wrist of said hand. You know it's not a very good idea to assault a son of a clan head. 3 at that matter, making your trouble 3 times as worse, Naruto said in an emotionless voice as he tightened his grip a little more. At the moment Naruto guessed he broke the guy's wrist. Who the hell are you to tell me who I can and can't beat the shit out of for money? The leader spit out as Naruto let go of the boy's wrist rather harshly. Only an onlooker that can rat you out to a teacher, or worse the clan heads, Naruto said with an ever so slightly smile at their reactions. They gulped at the thought of being punished by not 1, but 3 clan heads. Fine, we will leave them alone if you promise to not tell anybody, the leader said with scared eyes. Naruto loved physiological warfare. Deal, now leave before I do worse than break your wrist, Naruto said in his emotionless voice. The 5 bodies tripped over each other, running from the person threatening to rat him out. Naruto watched as they ran out of sight until he felt a poke on his shoulder. Remembering that 3 other people were still up here, he turned around to the 3 behind him. Thanks for the rescue, Choji said, smiling. I'm glad you stopped that guy from punching my friend in the face, Shikamaru said kindly. It's no problem, Naruto smiled his goofy smile. He was emotionless a couple seconds ago. Oh well, maybe just his way of treating mean people, thought Shikamaru and Shino. Well, my name in Naruto Uzumaki, what's yours? Naruto asked, already knowing the names, but he still needed to keep his stupid mask up. Man, did he hate acting stupid. Oh, sorry about that, my name is Choji Akamaki and that is Shikamaru Nara and Shino Aburame, Choji said, pointing to each as he said the names. Neat. Well, I'm glad I was able to stop that guy from punching you, or you would be hurting right now, Naruto said, smiling. Yeah, thanks again for that. Do you want to eat lunch with us? Choji asked with reassuring looks that seemed to agree with him, coming from Shikamaru and Shino. Sure, I never really ate with anybody before, so this would be new for me, Naruto said, a little excited that he got some new friends. Neat. So where is your lunch? Shikamaru asked. Well, I don't have any, Naruto said, frowning a little. I got some you could have, Shino said simply. Thanks, Naruto said as he was crying on the inside. This was the first time anybody, besides Itachi, has offered anything to him. So how did you move so fast? Shikamaru asked, curious of how Naruto got from one point to another so quickly. I've been running from the villages my entire life, so I have to be quick to get away from them, Naruto said, thinking acting stupid would get him off the subject. Why do you run from them? Shino asked. Choji looked at Naruto curiously while sticking more food into his mouth. I have no idea, they just don't like me for some reason, Naruto lied. XXXXX flashback. It was the night that Naruto was almost beaten to death and Naruto was seen laying his bed with a red aura around him. Naruto quickly opened his eyes to see that he was in a large sewer with large red pipes coming out of a large to a small blue light far down the hall. Said pipes were moving pipes red chakra from the cage into the blue light. There was a low growl being emitted from the cage and directed toward him. Naruto turned toward the cage and stared into the intense black that shrouded the inside of the cage. It seemed whatever the cage housed was staring at him with great distrust. What is in this cage? Naruto said more to himself than anything else, but apparently whatever was in the cage heard him and laughed at the comment. It was an evil laugh that only a demon could muster. Wait a second, it all adds up. His birthday, his dad, the villagers, it all adds up. Kyuubi. What the hell? Naruto yelled. All the Kyuubi did in response was laugh. That laugh is going to get annoying. Well, it's about time the kid figured it out, Kyuubi said. Yeah, I'm kind of punching myself for that, Naruto said. Do you know the reason why you are here? Kyuubi asked. Was it because you finally got your lazy ass up? Naruto said, smirking, knowing that was not the answer. No, you mortal. Kyuubi roared. One was because you already stole 30% of my chakra and that I have noticed that not all humans are evil. Naruto looked on in shock and curiosity. What was the Kyuubi talking about? Kyuubi sighed. Look, I have seen what the villagers of this wretched place has done to you, but what I noticed even more was that you managed to keep your sanity after all this. You have earned my respect, so be expecting a little something from me later on, Kyuubi said, smiling a little. Naruto stood there in awe that he has earned the respect of the most powerful demon that has ever existed. But what gift was the demon talking about? What are you talking about, a little something? Naruto asked. You will see, Kyuubi chuckled, so until then goodbye and good luck. Naruto was knocked out of his mindscape to be met by a worried Itachi standing by his bed. Must have been night on lookout. Everyone else would be off in the red district. Naruto-kun, are you okay? What happened? Itachi said with a worried face. I met the Kyuubi in my head and he was surprised I held my sanity after so many beatings the villagers gave me, so I earned his respect, Naruto sitting up holding his head. Naruto decided to not tell him about the little surprise just yet. He will keep it his little secret for now. Alright then, something you don't hear every day, Itachi said, sitting on the side of his bed. Yeah, you're telling me. Well, I'm going back to bed. Thanks for the concern, Itachi-sensei, Naruto said, smiling. No problem, Naruto-kun, Itachi said, returning the smile before leaving in a swirl of leaves. XXXXX end of flashback. That's weird, Choji said, putting up a thinking pose. Yes, very strange, Shino thought out loud. Shikamaru just sat there looking at Naruto before shrugging and lying on his back and looking into the clouds. They finished their lunch with small talk, with Naruto asking most of the questions. Naruto got a lot about their clans out of the talking that took place. XXXXX. As the four entered the classroom with each other, Iruka smiled. So Naruto finally made some friends his own age, Iruka thought. All right class, everyone take their seats, Iruka said as the class surprisingly got quiet and was ready to learn. Except for Naruto, who already knew all the things here, promptly put his head on his desk and slept. As the day wore on, nothing surprisingly hit Naruto in head until the bell rang. Someone poked him in the back, signaling that he had to wake up. Naruto slowly picked up his head and looked at who poked him. It was Shikamaru and he was alone. Where are Shino and Choji? Naruto asked. This was weird, Shikamaru always left with Choji or Shino. I thought I would wake you up and ask you to walk home with me, Shikamaru said in his lazy voice. Naruto brightened. Sure, if you want to. You would be the first, Naruto said, smiling. As they walked out, the pair decided to exploring the different training fields that are located around the area until entered one that had two weird people wearing green spandexes, a Hyuga and female. Hello my youthful compains, the taller spandex-wearing man yelled, what are you doing here? We were just exploring until we came across, Naruto began. Ah, explorers. The youthfulness burns brightly. The smaller green spandex-wearing one said. Lee. Guy-sensei. Lee. Guy-sensei. Then they developed each other in a large bear hug. While this was going on, the duo thought it would be better to ask the other two who they were. Naruto walked up to the other two, still in a sweat drop position that they were in 30 seconds ago. Hey guys, my name Naruto Uzumaki and this is my friend Shikamaru Nara, Naruto said. This seemed to break them of their stares when the female of the group answered, oh, sorry about them, they do this all the time. My name is Tenten, his name Neji, and the smaller one Rock Lee while the bigger one is known as Might Guy, Tenten said sweetly. Nice to meet you guys, Shikamaru said as the green beasts were done hugging and were walking up to the group. So this is your training ground? Naruto asked. Yup, this is it. These places are where you are going to be training at when you graduate from the academy, Guy replied looking out over the clearing. Yeah, it's going to be fun being on a genin, Shikamaru said also looking over the area. Naruto looked up at the sky noticing that he was almost late for training with Itachi. Oh shit, look at the time I got to run. Nice to meet you guys. See you all around. Naruto yelled as he ran away until he was out of sight leaving the group to look at him strangely. Once out of sight he disappeared in a swirl of leaves to appear in their secret training ground. So did you have fun? Itachi asked as he got up from a tree. Yes, I made new friends with some of the kids at the academy. Naruto said smiling warming up. That's great. It's always nice to have friends around the village. So are you ready? Itachi asked getting into fighting stance. As I'll ever be, Naruto said smirking mirroring his fighting stance. The two ran at each other meeting in the center of the field with the sound of kunai hitting kunai. XXXXX 1 year later. It has been a year since Naruto made his new friends. His new friends were Hinata, Neji, Choji, Lee, Tenten, Shikamaru, Shino, Guy, Kurenai, Kakashi, and Asuma. Most of the older ninja he met was when he went into the Hokage's office and the Hokage was talking to them. They must have all known about the Kyuubi because they all treated him with respect. The only thing was they didn't know he knew about the demon either. His bonds with them all have grown strong to the point where he would not die protecting them as they would him. Everyone's strength has grown as well. Naruto and Itachi were furthering their Sharingan as well as Itachi training Naruto how to use one-handed hang seals while Choji, Shino, and Shikamaru learned their lessons on the roof that they needed to get strong so that wouldn't happen again. Everybody that he has met has been getting stronger. It was a normal day after class and Naruto and Itachi were standing in the clearing getting ready to train but something was off about Itachi. Itachi-sensei, are you feeling okay? Naruto said with a concerned look on his face. Itachi looked at the ground for a second before the area around them glowed a green color signaling a silence jutsu. Naruto-kun, what I'm about to tell you can't tell anybody. Alright, Itachi said in the most serious voice Naruto has heard from Itachi in a long time. I promise, Naruto said in a concerned voice. Itachi grinned on the inside. If he could trust anyone it would be Naruto. Okay, I was ordered by the Hokage to do a secret mission that sounds horrible but after being explained I know the reason behind it, Itachi said still a little disgusted at what he had to do. Yes, what is it? Naruto said scared at what he might hear. I was ordered to kill the entire Uchiha clan, Itachi said in an icy tone. What did you say? Naruto said in a disbelieving voice. Itachi only stared at Naruto with an icy look. How could the Hokage order something like that? The Hokage gave me orders to murder the entire Uchiha clan, Itachi said again still with his emotionless face on. But, how could he do that? Naruto said in disbelief. That was what I said as well when he gave me the order but after some explaining I now see why he wants me to do it, Itachi said calmly. What possible explanation could there be to murder an entire clan? Naruto yelled. The Uchiha clan has been planning a hostile takeover of the entire village, Itachi said looking into the eyes of Naruto. How come looking into Naruto's eyes always calms him? Naruto was shocked that the Uchiha clan would plan something like that. Why would his own clan do this? He assigned me to do this by myself because he figured that it would look like I went crazy and killed the clan to test my strength, Itachi said knowing what Naruto's response would be. Oh hell no. If you are going through with this then I won't let you go at this alone. Naruto yelled with confidence. Look Naruto-kun, if you go through with this with me then you will be marked as a missing ninja as well. I can't make you do that, Itachi said. You're not making me do anything. I'm doing this because I want to. Besides, I really don't like this village anyways, Naruto said with a smile. Itachi stood there looking at Naruto, testing if he was ready for this. Fine, but the Hokage will not know of you helping me or you will be marked for a larger bounty than me, Itachi said, a little glad that he will have someone that will go through this with me. Thank you Itachi. I would not let you go through this alone. When will the mission begin? Naruto asked. In 2 weeks, be ready for a fight because you might have to engage someone stronger than yourself, Itachi said, still a little worried if Naruto was up to the task. Of course Itachi-sensei, I will train with you until that day. But for the rest of the day let's train, Naruto said, grinning, getting into fighting stance. Itachi mirrored this and the two began to train. XXXXX. It has been 14 days since that training session where Itachi confessed his mission. Naruto has kept up his training with Itachi and he continued going to school like he always did. The difference was that he didn't reply to most of the hateful comments that were thrown at him in school. Naruto would just shrug them off and walk away. This got onto Sasuke's nerves. Why was the Dobe acting so laid back? This got onto Sasuke's nerves and decided to voice this during lunch while he was alone on the roof. Hey Dobe, why are you acting so different? Sasuke demanded. Naruto looked at Sasuke with an emotionless face. Go to hell, Naruto said, simply turning his gaze back to the object in front of him. What did you say? Sasuke growled out. Nobody says no to him, he was an Uchiha. You're not worth my time, Naruto said emotionlessly while getting up and walking away. You are going to tell me or, Sasuke said, grabbing onto Naruto's wrist, but was cut off when Naruto slammed the fist that Sasuke was holding onto into Sasuke's face. Your nose is not broken, it's just going hurt for a while, Naruto said before disappearing in a swirl of leaves. Sasuke watched as Naruto left holding onto his nose as it bled. Dobe caught me off guard. Wait, how the hell did he do the Shunshin no Jutsu? There is more to this than meets the eye. Sasuke thought as he got up and walked back to class. The rest of the day dragged on just like any other day except for Naruto didn't go to sleep like he normally did. He only stared into space the entire day, making Sasuke continue giving him looks and his friends in class worried. All of his friends have been worried because he has been acting strange and emotionless since about 2 weeks ago. What is wrong with Naruto? He has been acting strange for the past 2 weeks, Shikamaru thought, giving Naruto a side glance from his seat. Everyone was worried about Naruto. What was going on? The bell rang, signaling the end of class. As everyone got up to go home, everyone was surprised to find Naruto Shunshin out of the classroom. Whoa, when did a loser like him learn that? Sakura thought out loud. I'll ask him tomorrow, thought all his friends in the class. XXXXX. Naruto could be seen standing in a clearing known only to 2 people in the entire village. It was 11:30 p.m. and he was waiting for his sensei to get to the rendezvous point. This was the beginning of the mission that will change his life. In fact, this will be first mission ever. There are many things that are going to happen tonight that will be the beginning of the end for Naruto, and he was preparing himself for the task that lies ahead. For one, he is going to get his first innocent kill as well as becoming a missing ninja from the very village he grew up in. It was going to be a hard night for both Naruto and Itachi. Naruto felt the chakra signature of Itachi appear in the clearing. You can still turn back now. You don't have to do this, Itachi said, giving Naruto one last chance at leaving. No, I will follow you until the end, Naruto said in his emotionless voice. Itachi grinned as he looked up at the full moon, which was mirrored by Naruto. Perfect for the occasion, they both thought. Look, Naruto, change into these. It will give you added protection and mobility while we are doing this, Itachi said, handing over an Anbu uniform like his. No mask was needed for either of them because everyone will be sleeping. Naruto nodded and changed into the garments. When Naruto finished changing into the new cloths, they both nodded before disappearing from sight. They appeared at the center of Uchiha district. Alright Naruto, are you ready for your first kill? Itachi asked, a little worried about Naruto's first kill. I'll be fine, Naruto said, giving Itachi a reassuring smile. This didn't convince Itachi, but they had to get moving before they ran out of time. Alright, you get the south side while I'll handle the rest. Meet up at the clan tower, Itachi said, running off into the first house in sight. Naruto nodded and ran off toward the east side. This side seemed to have the largest population. Naruto appeared inside the first house that seemed to have people in it. Naruto slid into the first room containing a married couple sleeping merrily with each other. Naruto slowly walked up to them while pulling out a kunai. This is going to be the beginning and I still need to clear an entire district. I hope I get used to this fast, Naruto though, as he put a kunai to each of their necks. Silently he slit their thoughts at the same time and jumped out the window to the next house. This was going to be a long night. It has been about 27 minutes since they started the killing spree and Naruto was walking up to the last house in the district. He got a chakra pulse that signaled that Itachi was waiting for him at the tower. As Naruto made quick work of the adults in the house, he checked the last room for anybody else. There in a crib laid a little baby girl sleeping soundly. Naruto cringed on the inside. He has been lucky up until now that he hasn't seen a baby yet. Naruto breathed in and out as he walked up to the crib, getting ready to do the unspeakable. He put the kunai up to the neck of the baby and pulled quickly. As Naruto walked away, the baby could be seen without a cut at all. No blood, no nothing. Only a piece of paper that had the sign that said, "Toxic gas," as it silently spewed gas into the air. Naruto closed the door behind him and walked out of the house and ran to the tower. I couldn't kill an innocent soul like that. At least she will die peacefully, Naruto thought as he stopped beside Itachi, taking note of the weird feeling in his eyes. Naruto, look at your eyes, Itachi wide-eyed. No, look at your eyes, Naruto said wide-eyed. They both looked at a glass window in a house. They both had the Mangekyo Sharingan. The only difference was that Naruto had gold irises and Itachi had crimson. They both nodded and started to walk out of the Uchiha district. They were stopped when a boy Naruto came to hate yelled, "Brother!" Itachi turned to see Sasuke standing in the middle of the street, scared shitless. "Itachi, did you and this other person do this?" Sasuke asked, looking at all the dead bodies across the street. "Yes, we did," Itachi said in his emotionless voice with his Mangekyo Sharingan still on. "Why did you do this, and who is that other person?" Sasuke yelled, anger apparent in eyes. "We did this test our strength, and for my partner, that is up to him whether he wants to show his face or not," Itachi said. Look to the side where Naruto was standing. Sasuke looked at the back of Itachi's partner in crime. Since when did Itachi work with anybody? He has always been the type to accept solo missions. This made Sasuke even more jealous of Itachi's partner. As Sasuke tried to piece this all together as he noticed the stranger had blonde hair. Sasuke gasped. "Ah, so finally figured it out," Naruto said. "Why?" Sasuke stuttered. Naruto turned around with his golden Mangekyo Sharingan blazing. "Because I wanted to test my strength, my cousin," Naruto said in his emotionless voice before Sasuke's world turned red and black from Itachi's Mangekyo Sharingan as he watched as Itachi killed their parents. Sasuke collapsed to the ground from the use of Itachi's Sharingan. Naruto and Itachi looked at each other before they both disappeared to outside the village gates. As they walked down the street, Itachi pulled out a headband with the Konoha symbol on it, handing it Naruto. "What is this?" Naruto asked. "It was the headband of my best friend," Itachi said, saddening a bit. Naruto took the headband as Itachi took off his. "Let us this day be missing, ninja of the village hidden in the leaves," Itachi said as they both, in unison, slashed a line through the center of the Konoha symbol. Naruto and Itachi put on their headbands that had a long slash through the middle back onto their heads. For Naruto, this was the first time he has ever worn a headband, so this was something new for him. "What are we going to do now?" Naruto asked as they hopped from tree to tree. "I have been doing some studying and got us both accepted into a group known as Akatsuki," said Itachi as he pulled out a storage scroll. "What's in the scroll?" Naruto asked. Itachi unsealed the scroll with a small puff of smoke. In his hands were two long cloaks with red clouds on them. "These cloaks are the Akatsuki uniforms that we need to wear once we did our treason act. We are supposed to wear them once we leave the village," Itachi said, giving the smaller one to Naruto. "How did you know to get another one for me?" Naruto asked suspiciously. "I had a gut feeling," Itachi said, pulling on the cloak over his head as Naruto did the same. Once they had the cloaks on, they examined themselves and their new look. The cloaks they wore were long and covered up almost everything. The cloak extended from their ankles up to their upper lip. It was red on the inside and black with red clouds across them. The cloaks were large and baggy, which meant for many possibilities such as growing room and concealed hand signs. "That's not a problem since we have the Sharingan as well, so we can stop them from using theirs," thought Naruto. I like the cloaks, don't you, Itachi?" Naruto asked as he admired his new garment. "Yes, I do. I also like the fabric it's made out of. It's made out of very weather-resistant fabric, so it won't get dirty," Itachi said as a piece of paper fell out of his sleeve. "Oh, what's this?" It seems that the cloaks have a built-in chakra repair system. Just apply chakra and the cloak will stitch itself back together. Very interesting. Well, I guess this means that we can get dirty or wounded and we don't have to worry about our cloaks, Itachi said, putting the piece of paper in his pocket just in case. Neat. That's one more thing off my mind, Naruto said as two people appeared in front of them with the same cloaks as them, except they had on large straw hats and had a ring on a different finger than the other. Are you two the new members of the organization? Said the one with the large side asked. Yes, we are. I'm guessing you two are the escorts leader Sama told us about, Itachi said as both Itachi and Naruto put on their emotionless mask on. Yes, we are. We have orders to escort you two back to the meeting spot at all costs. Follow us, said the one with the mask. So what are your names? Asked Naruto with his emotionless voice. I'm Hidden, and that dickhead is Kakazu, Hidden said as he pointed to Kakazu, earning him a glare from said person. XXXXX Konoha 7 hours after Massacre. The entire village was in chaos as news of the entire Uchiha clan being murdered by two ninja. Whoever did this will pay, screamed one villager. Yeah, the Hokage will find out who these two ninja are and bring them to justice, another villager yelled. At this time Shikamaru, Choji, Shino, Lee, and Neji were all walking with each other trying to find Naruto and get some breakfast. Wow, I can't believe two ninja took out the entire Uchiha clan except for Sasuke, Shikamaru said, not expecting something like this to happen. I agree, only the strongest ninja could have pulled that off, but even then it would have taken a lot more than two, Neji said as they continued to search for Naruto. Across town in the hospital lied a tired Sasuke. He was hit with the Tsukuyomi from his older brother's new Mangekyo Sharingan, as well as his new cousin also has a Unik Sharingan that he could never gain, and to also that Dobe of the year has the Mangekyo Sharingan as well. How could the Dobe get on Itachi's good side? And how does the Dobe get so much power? I will take my revenge on my clan. I will kill them both, Sasuke screamed in his head. Just then the Hokage walked in, seeing Sasuke looking down at his lap. The Hokage sighed. Why did he always get these jobs? Okay, look Sasuke, you are going to have to tell me who did these things to you and your clan. Only then can we help you in finding who did this to your clan, said the Hokage. He already knew who did it, but he needed to find out if Sasuke knew anything on this second character everyone was talking about. Yes, I do know the two people who did this to my clan, Sasuke said calmly, still looking at his hands. Who did this? The Hokage demanded. Itachi Uchiha and Sasuke said. The Hokage already knew about him but was the second. Naruto Uzumaki, Sasuke said coldly, looking up straight into the eyes of the Hokage. The Hokage knew from that look that Sasuke was telling the truth. I see, thank you for the information. We will see to it they are properly handled, the Hokage said before leaving and closing the door. A single tear slid down his face as he puffed back into his office. How could this happen? Naruto was not supposed to be involved in this. I guess Naruto and Itachi share a larger bond than I thought, but I still can't allow Naruto leave like this. I will have to send a team retrieve him, but what teams are still in the village? The Hokage thought as he thumbed through the pages of Free Ninja. Well, I guess I will have to send Team Guy, Kakashi, and an Anbu squad. This is all that is available, so I will to go with it, the Hokage thought as he pressed a button and a ninja appeared in front of him wearing Anbu gear and a face mask. Al, get your men together. You, a Jonin, and a Genin squad are going to be going on a search and retrieve mission. While you're at it, get Team Guy and Kakashi and tell them to meet me here in 5 minutes, the Hokage said as the Anbu nodded and disappeared. The Hokage turned around to look out over the village. Has this village been this bad to you? The Hokage thought. Just then there was a puff of smoke and the sound of the door opening, which signaled that everyone was here. As he turned in his chair, he scanned the looks of everyone that was here. There were 4 Anbu standing in a straight line with Guy, Tenten, Neji, and Rock Lee standing in a similar fashion while Kakashi leaned against the wall with his book in his hand. Alright people, what I'm about to tell you may shock a few of you, but this information will go public soon enough, so I'm hoping you guys will understand. The Hokage began. The entire Uchiha clan has been murdered by 2 people, except for Sasuke, last night, which all of the population knows by now. What the public doesn't know is who did it. Your mission is to find these 2 people and bring them back alive, the Hokage said, knowing one of them will ask who the 2 people were. What are the names, Hokage-sama? Tenten asked curiously. The names of the 2 were one's Itachi Uchiha and Naruto Uzumaki, the Hokage said, not blinking a lash. The group stood in shock as the Anbu stood in anger. How could that demon spawn and that traitor do that? Thought the Anbu in unison while the rest of them thought otherwise. That's impossible. How could Naruto do something like this? The rest thought as Kakashi dropped his book with wide eyes. Your teams are to assemble at the West Gate in 30 minutes. May you have Kami's speed, the Hokage said before they all disappeared out the window. Round up the gang, we need to tell everyone what has happened, Tenten said through sniffs. As the three gathered all of Naruto's friends together, they all met at Naruto's favorite spot, stop the Yondame's head. We have some horrible news to tell you guys, Neji said, frowning, holding back his own tears. How could he not cry for the only one to completely throw fate out the window? What is it? And where is Naruto? Asked Choji. That's what we got everyone here for. Have you guys heard that 2 people murdered the entire Uchiha clan last night, right? Well, we just got a mission with an Anbu squad and Kakashi to retrieve the 2 people who did the killing, Neji continued. Well, who did it? Shikamaru asked, hoping he was wrong for once in his life. Itachi, Uchiha and Naruto, Tenten finished as her tears came free. Everyone sat there in shock. Why would someone like Naruto do something like this? It doesn't add up. You are the only person I can't read in this entire village, Naruto. Damn it. Shikamaru thought as he slammed his fist into the ground. Look, we need to meet at the gate soon, so we promise to bring back Naruto-kun. Lee declared, smiling. We all hope so, said Shino as Neji, Tenten, and Rock Lee made their way to the West Gate. As everyone started to straggle to the West Gate, Kakashi got there early and summons a tracking dog to find out which way Naruto and Itachi went. The others walked up as the dog puffed into smoke. Well, the dog says they are heading for a straight line toward the west, so I guess all we need to do is go west, Kakashi said as they jumped up onto the brakes. They wouldn't stop until they found Naruto. XXXXX 4 hours after departure of Konoha Ninja. The 4 Akatsuki members were sitting around the campfire while Heian yelled insults at Kakazu. Naruto and Itachi kept their emotionless masks on and their voices heard only when talked to. You're an ass shit, you know that. Hiden yelled. Now why am I an ass shit? Kakazu asked. Because whenever we get a bounty you never once give me any of the money. Hiden exclaimed back. You get the blood as your payment, remember? Kakazu said in a calm voice. Oh yeah, Hiden said, calming down. They all froze as they felt 9 chakra signatures coming at them fast. How could they be on them already? They stomped out the fire and it seemed like they were never there and they pressed onward. They came to a small clearing where they decided to meet their poseurs. Might as well kill them than let them chase us all the way back to base, Hiden said with a shrug. Plus one of them seems to have an endurance almost matching Hiden's. They stood in a straight line facing the ninja that were chasing them. XXXXX. They stopped. There seems to be 4 people and they are all wearing a large black cloak and with red clouds on them. Neji said out loud. Looks like wherever they are going the people sent escorts, Owl said. Well, we can't hide from them since Itachi has the Sharingan, Kakashi said. Looks like we'll have to confront them, Guy said as they all jumped down in a line in front of the 4 men. XXXXX. They stood there, standing in front of each other for what seemed like ages. They seemed to be focused on the blonde-haired one more than anything. Why? Tenten whispered loud enough for everyone to hear. Naruto just stared at her with emotionless eyes. Why the hell did you betray us? Tenten yelled. Naruto continued to stare at her emotionlessly. Why is he acting like this? They all thought. You two go on ahead, well, we'll take care of them, Hiden said, licking his lips. Besides, I haven't killed in what seems like ages. You just killed 4 days ago, Kakazu said. That's much too long, Hiden yelled back. Naruto and Itachi nodded before jumping off into the trees. We can't let them get away. Al, you and your men fight these guys as the rest of us goes after Itachi and Naruto, Kakashi said. All right, good luck, said Al as the others dashed past the 2 Akatsuki members full speed. Oh, hell no you don't. Hiden yelled as he started to run after them only to be blocked by Al. Your fight is with us now, said an Anbu member with a monkey mask from behind him. My Kami, fine. I will fight you guys. Let's make this quick, Kakazu. We need to make sure those 2 Sharingan users make it to base safely, Hiden said as the group engaged in a furious battle. Let's not worry about them. If leader Sama handpicked those two, then they will have to be powerful enough to protect themselves even when outnumbered, Kakazu said as he dodged a kunai that was flung at him and at the same time kicking a Anbu with a horse mask on in the chest, making him step back, gripping his chest. XXXXX. As the group continued to follow the Sharingan duo, they decided to come up with a plan. Look, we are going to have to split them up because from Sasuke's report from last night, Naruto has the Sharingan and both Itachi and Naruto has the Mangekyo Sharingan, said Kakashi, earning shocked looks from all of them. He has been hiding this many secrets from us this entire time, thought Neji, Tenten, and Rock Lee. It seems that Naruto is quite good at using his Sharingan while Itachi is nothing less at a master at it, Kakashi continued, so if they are going to fight with each other we will most surely lose. Kakashi and I will take Itachi while you three will take Naruto, said Guy as they entered the clearing where Itachi and Naruto were standing with their backs to the group that entered the field. Itachi, you are the reason why Naruto did this, aren't you? Kakashi yelled. No, Naruto said emotionlessly with his back still turned. I left on my own free will. Well, if that is true, then we are here to take you back. Just you though, you can leave Itachi now and come back peacefully while you still have the chance, Guy said, trying to reason with Naruto. No, I will not return with you. I'm leaving with Itachi-sensei and there is no way in talking me out of it, Naruto said emotionlessly. Fine. Then we'll force you to come back. You are our friend and we cannot let you leave like this. Neji yelled as he threw one kunai at each target. Naruto and Itachi slid around in unison and caught the kunai that was thrown at them. Thanks for the weapon, Itachi said emotionlessly, making the Konoha ninja even angrier. Damn it. We will make Naruto-kun come back with us if it's the last thing we do. Lee yelled as they all dashed toward their respectful targets. Naruto and Itachi simply stood there emotionless, while they're holding up their left hand out in front with the kunai hanging lazily in their right with the normal Sharingans blazing. That will be it for this video. If you want more, comment down below, like, subscribe. And see you guys later.